I'm actually, this is Estela. Oh my god, this is like crazy. I haven't filmed like in a couple days. But this is Estela. Thank you for tuning into the channel again. I am gonna be talking today about the ruler or the chart for the Haslam system. Um, but thank you again for coming into the channel and watch me. I do appreciate that. But before I jump into this, I want to send a special thanks to Joanne Limonova, who we've met through the Haslam Sewing Support Group, and I started following her before I even started to film this journey of mine. She is incredible, guys. I will actually leave a link down below, and I know I talked about this on my very first video where I said that I had watched her and she had started a couple weeks before I started doing this as well. But I have to say that she is, oh, I'm scratching. I have to say that she is incredible. If you guys haven't watched her yet, you should. It will help you with both of us giving information. I feel like she's a little more ahead than me, only because she has already had the experience of using the chart and had already drafted a pattern and had already made a dress. But if you follow her, I'm sure that you're gonna like her videos as well. So again, her page is Atelier Limonova. But I'm gonna leave a link down below this video so you guys can actually follow her. I also want to give a special thanks to Mrs. Debut Vintage. Her name is Anne. I do want to thank her because she's allowed me to share these videos on the Haslam Sewing Support Group. So it's been helping many of us. I mean, it's helped me by keeping myself motivated, and it's exciting to know that she has watched these videos. So it's a big thing for me. So thank you so much, Anne. And Debut, okay? So, and who is that? That's the person who recreates the Haslam System of Dresscutting, and she also has a support group on Facebook. I will leave all that information down below. She also sells the Haslam System of Dresscutting along with the drafting patterns. Those are books as well. So I know that if you've seen my other videos, you'll have that information. I've been talking a lot about that, but I'm still leaving links down here in the video by the comments so you guys can see that. But that's what I wanted to do. And I do want to thank all of my viewers who've been watching and have subscribed. Again, your support will be by giving a thumbs up, by liking my video and sharing, and continue to be a subscriber. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna move forward. Again, my name is Estela, and I will be talking to you about the chart for the Haslam system. This would actually be the chart for the Haslam system. This is the back part. This would be the front part. I don't know that my camera is getting a good picture right now. It tends to be too bright. I am filming with a Canon. Let's see. It's a PowerShot X. It's a PowerShot SX520 HD, I think. HS. Okay. I came across this camera in a very expensive price, so I'm sticking with it. I had been using my phone. Unfortunately, my phone doesn't help me much. It's kind of dying right now, so I'm waiting for a new phone to arrive that I've already ordered, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I don't know that this camera gets enough of a good light, or I just feel like it's too bright. But I guess when I start learning more about this camera, I can actually do better. But for now, we're gonna talk about all the symbols that are in the charts. One of the things that we need to do is to get to study the chart, so we know a lot of what's going on. And I think that's the part that may be a little intimidating for us, is that there's so much information on it that we may not even know what, makes sense of it. I had to read a couple of blogs from different people to be able to understand, like kind of understand, and I'm jumping on this cold turkey, guys, really, okay? So I'm newbie on this, but I'm trusting that it's gonna work, because I know I've seen it on others in the Haslam sewing support group, how many beautiful garments they have achieved. So it has to work, okay? So do bear with me. All right, here we go. So on the back part of the chart, okay, you're gonna find a square. If you put it like this is your bottom part. Okay, this is like the bottom part. It's a straight ruler. Then on the right side, you'll have a straight, it looks like a P, okay? It looks like a P if you were to look at it. However, there's a red mark, like a red color. It's colored in red. It has arrows and it has letters, and it has this shape, that P shape. Then up here, it looks black because my printer it's black and white. But in the original charts, this would be dark blue. And then on this side, it's just straight going down. That would be your left side when you're setting down your chart. And then if you notice, it has the top of what you would think it would be like the top part of a pattern for a base or a block. And then a bunch of dots and holes that we need to go over. Okay, so on the bottom part, and I'm gonna read because I had to write all of this. So the bottom part is a straight ruler. The chart has a straight or square shape on the bottom of it, and is numbered in inches from 1 inch up to 17 inches. This side of the chart is placed going down. So this would be your paper, let's say your table. Your chart will be facing down along your paper. So this would be my edge, because that's what follows the center line of the back of the pattern. This would be, so it would be sitting like this, whichever way you would actually set it on the table, and you'll see it when I set it down. I'm doing this video now because I hadn't really paid attention to the chart. So when I attempted to use it, I got lost, and I think you saw that. So it's important that we go over this, so that's why I'm doing this. So as you know, this part right here, that's a ruler, and it's numbered from 1 to 17. It is numbered in inches. And then and like I said, that part is facing down on our garment in the direction to the hem of your garment. So so that you make better sense of what I'm trying to say. You will find markings on there as well, okay? There is markings from one corner. You'll have the markings that say corner 6, followed by dot B, and then it ends at corner 5. Okay, those are the markings that are on it. Along that side, next to the ruler, and I mean this part of the chart, which would be the actual ruler, you will see dot 3. with B description that says bust measurement and dots slash holes that are numbered. And I'm referring to these. So this would be the ruler, and this is what's along that ruler, so that would be this side. Okay, I hope I didn't cut my volume with that. Then on the right side, it would be what I said looks like a P or like a Q. I don't know how it's showing for you. And it's from bottom to all the way up here. It's colored in red. So along that right side edge, you will find that is colored in red. Duh, I said that already. And then that side also has marking starting at the bottom, going up. So starting at the bottom, going up. Along that red corner edge, it says corner 6, which would be this. This is that corner 6. And then a description that reads armhole arrows for bust measures. Along that, arrows that are numbered as we continue going up. So before I continue going up, these are that armhole measures. This is sleeve B, so these are the markings for that. So going up, we have the arrows. Those arrows, before the arrows, there's a description, and each arrow has numbers on it that you will actually be using. The description reads armhole for bust measurements, which the description will be around this part of this chart. Then it comes up, as you go up, it comes to another arrow that it's marked with half, fraction half, and then it's broad, follows up with letter arrow, letter E, then letter D, and it ends with letter C. Okay. Right next to it, then you'll see that child sleeve 2. Those are the markings that are on it, and those are like the dots or the holes. That would be for the red marking as it ends. And then at the top would be starting with the blue or black marking. You'll have B, then child, the arrow's child, sleeve 1, then arrow that says for armhole over 17, arrow K. You continue, it ends with elbow, child, and corner 4, and along that line you're gonna find child A, dot A, neck measurements with the measurement numbered, dot 1. Then we have shoulders, and then all the dots with the numbers, and dot 2. Okay, so that would be along that top part of the blue or black line, edge. Now if you notice this part right here, it's a French ruler, so it has different, you can utilize it in different ways as you get to draw your base or your block or your foundation. So it is a French ruler. This is just a straight ruler on the bottom, and that's something that you guys need to pay attention to. I know most of you already made common sense of it, but some maybe not. And then going to the left side, and the left side is the part where we'll be on the edge of the piece of fabric or your paper as you're gonna draw your block and your foundation. That word, guys, just like foundation. I'm more used to the block or base, so I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so along this side, it starts with corner 4, then it follows with arrow child, follows with sleeve bend, and then there's these other markings that start at 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 8, 9, 10. But the 6, 7, 8, 9, it says wrist measures, ladies and children. Then for 8, 9, 10, child's elbow, and then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, ladies' elbow measures. Along that line, you'll find more dots. You'll find the back center line, child bead dot. Okay, and then the center line ends at dot B. Okay, then this one right here ends at corner 5. That is what we find on the back of the chart for the Haslam chart, okay, or ruler, whichever way you would want to call it. In the center of it, like I said, if it makes better sense now you see the block for your the back part of your pattern, or the base, or your foundation. And now we're gonna continue with the front part of this block, and this would be it right here. So the front part of the block is it's on the opposite. The P would be now a Q. It's on the opposite side. Now it's on the left. Your edge, straight edge, which for the center front would be on the right. Right? Do I have it right? Yeah, on the right. We'll still see the red and the black or blue around it, which is still a French curve, and then we'll still see the ruler on the bottom, which is a straight ruler. Same thing, from 1 inch to 17 inches. That's how wide that is. So hopefully it's better making sense now. So now I won't have to show you too much, but maybe I should. So here the ruler edges and colors are switched position, which I already mentioned. This is because it has the mirror or simulate our body position. Okay, so basically when we are cutting our garment base or the pattern, okay, your front would be on this side, your back would be on the other side, so they're opposite positions. So this here, the armhole marking on the front will be on my right, but would be on my right. Is that gonna be on my right? Yes, but my marking for the back maybe mirrors the opposite, so will mirror the opposite. So it's kind of confusing, but that's how it works. Alright, so the bottom part, starting with the bottom straight ruler, is positioned to start at the left, and inches are numbered starting from 1 to 17. My camera had stopped, so it is a straight ruler. It stops, it's numbered from 1 to 17 inches, and it's right at the bottom part right here. Okay, now starting from the bottom straight ruler is sorry, now I gotta continue. So the inches will start on the opposite position, so it starts from the left to the right. So it starts from 1 to 17, going the opposite way from the back part. And then it follows with arrows corner 3, arrows dot B and C, and follows and ends with corner 2. So it starts at corner 3, marking 3, then dot 3, then dot B, arrow C, and corner 2. So hopefully you guys will will notice that maybe more. I don't know if you have or if you've seen it. And then going up, so starting at this corner going up, it'll be that red marking, and there'll be more information as well going up. And I'll go ahead and read along the left side, which is this side now, the red edge meaning of the ruler or chart. There are more markings going up with arrows H, F, broad, curved, G, ending on B, which would be these: H, F, broad, curved, G, and B, and it ends on B. So that's what we have. Okay, and then you'll actually see along this side that there's a bunch of holes. I still don't know what they're for, but those are still markings that we'll find out what happens. And then there's 2 more holes by arrow F and H, or dots, and that's what we have. And then right at the top, continuing with the black or the blue part of the ruler, I'm gonna read that part. It says at the top along the blue black color, and I said blue black because I don't know if you have an original chart or you printed blue or it printed black. Mine printed black because that's the color I had, white and black. At the top along the blue and black color, you will find it starting with C, arrows J, ending with corner 1. And then along the top, you will also see markings for dot 2, shoulder measures, child. There is dot arrow A. There is dot A, arrow A, and child's dot A. Okay, so here we go. C, arrow J, dot A, child's dot A, and then corner 1. And then we have shoulder measurements along with that top part of the chart, dot A, and child. So it's important that we have all of that. And then coming to the last part of the chart, it would be on the right side, which would be on this side. And then at that point, this one only has corners. It would be corner 1 and then corner 2, and then along this side we find the neck measures, dot 1, child B arrow, and along that line, and then again arrow C and dot B arrow. Okay, and then same thing as the other chart, or the back part of the chart. You'll actually be able to make sense of the base or the top of the block of the chart. And same thing, this is placed on your paper or your garment, or the paper or the fabric or muslin. I don't know, what are you gonna use to make your base, as far as how you're gonna, what you're drawing it on. But this part of the chart will actually be facing down, going along the center front of the line, going down. It should be parallel with the hem of your garment. Okay, so hopefully this information helped you a lot. It's information that we all need to go over. Okay, the other part of information I need to share with you is, let me see. So I have my notes. It says, please pay attention to the fact pay attention to the fact that some of the dots holes are numbered in each section, some are not. Bottom is a straight the bottom part of both the charts is just a straight ruler, and it's numbered from letter 1. It's numbered from 1 to 17. It is numbered in inches. So the purpose of it is to be used as a ruler. And then the top, both these charts have French curve shapes, and same thing. They're meant to be used as like that when you are whenever you're using whenever you're tracing your shape, as far as whether it's a sleeve. You need an armhole, so you need to make a curve here, or the neck curve, or your hip, or a straight line from the front center or the back center, and so on and so forth. Or just the darts, then you would use your ruler part, and that's how you can use these charts as well. Again, the straight the ruler part or the straight part is parallel to the hem or the bottom of the garment. The center front, center back is the measurements. That is meant for you to measure the length according to the length of your garment, whether this is a top or a dress. My other notes say, please note that the back part of the charts do not have dots 4 or 5. That will be, okay, so that part comes in when we're using the instructions to draft our foundation. It's gonna tell us when we get to mark dot 4 and dot 5. You will not find it on the chart. We come up with that as we follow the instructions on the chart, on the chart for instructions, basically telling us what to do. It's directing us to write down dot 4 and dot 5 in certain areas, but it's not going to be something you'll find, or those dots, you won't find them on this chart. We create them. Okay, and it asks, so it says that it's created as directed on instructions accordingly as we follow along with it. So basically, don't look for those markings, we won't find them. Okay, the main markings on these are on both these charts are A, B, C, 1, 2, and 3, and we are to write these on our block/foundation as we work on it, to be able to make sense of it and to be able to connect those markings to make the shape of our base foundation pattern block. Guys, this is like, oh my god, it's a lot, but hopefully it'll make better sense. It has made better sense for me. So this is it, guys. That's all the information I have so far. Now I have to go and, as I've been saying, I think it's time for me to really play with these charts. I will be recording mistakes and I will be leaving it. I will not edit this video. And when I mean this video, I mean the one where I'm gonna be working with the charts. I won't make any editing because I want you guys to see, if when I get stuck, if you ever get stuck as well, what am I doing to get out of it. Okay, it might make better sense for you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Again, guys, join the Haslam sewing support group. Buy your system from mrsdebutvintage.com. Like I said before in my other videos, the prices are, I find them very inexpensive. So not only to that, but to the fact that you can actually purchase the system and the chart, and I will talk a little bit about it before I let you go. So on mrsdebutvintage.com, you will find several books. One of the books includes the charts and includes the foundation for your includes the instructions to draft your foundation, which it would be the main thing that you would need for you to get started on making your garments. Then you will also need a foundation. No, you will need a drafting book. The drafting books are the ones that have several garment designs, and those will have pattern instructions for you to draft your own pattern using this system. At the end of each one of those books, there will be instructions as that you will need to, instructions or tips, okay? Mainly those are tips to help you put together your garment. If there's any, I'm not sure if there's any instructions as far as drafting the pattern, you know, I'm not sure. I haven't done this yet, so I cannot really advise on that. But if you have books, if you've been keeping those books, I suggest you start going through them and read them, so that when you start doing this, the drafting, it may make better sense for you or to you. Because then you've been reading, so then it will be more like a review. So in the back of your mind, it'll probably make better sense once you do it again or the third time. For me, it's easier to read. I have to write and then I can store in my brain, as I did with these charts. And because it's a little harder for me to understand certain things that don't make enough sense, because I'm more visual than I am following instructions that are complex, then I rather read, write, rewrite, reread, write it, and then store it in my brain, and then practice on it. It's a challenge. I do it. I like it, you know, that it's a challenge, but it is a little overwhelming. But you know what? It's nice to know that you can challenge yourself and get yourself into doing something that no one's teaching you, but you have support from mothers that can help you. So once you actually find your, you know, you go into mrsdebuvintage.com, she has a sale. And like I said, one of the books include the system, which is the chart and the instructions to draft your foundation. You're gonna need a different book, which would be for the drafting your patterns. And there is another book, and I believe it's the Haslam Practical Guide to Dressmaking and Tailoring or Sewing. Guys, all that information you can find in that page. If you bought 3 books, she gives you $5 discount. But you have to purchase 3 of those books in one transaction. The transaction runs really smoothly. I already did that. I loved it. Soon as you're done making your payment, it goes right. It's right at the tip of your fingers. You can store it, save it, and print it whenever you need to. Please watch my other videos for more information on this. You can also find her in Etsy.com if you don't want to go through her page, but I can assure you that you'll save more money going through her webpage than going through Etsy. However, that's something that you would decide to do. These books, you can also purchase them from other sellers. I don't know them. I haven't bought from them, except for one, which is eNeedlecraft. He has a couple. I don't remember how much I paid, but I know it was very inexpensive. I don't remember, to be honest. You can also find them on eBay, and there's a few books on, not original books, but recreated, as most of these are recreated, almost all of them. If you want original books, then I wish you luck. I know that there are a lot of people out there that have been lucky to have been able to purchase them from other people that no longer needs them, or someone had passed and just went ahead and the family went ahead and sold them on eBay or on a face group or on in any other source. Me personally, I have not gotten lucky. I've been keeping my eyes open, so good luck for you. But again, you can find them on Amazon and eBay, Etsy, or directly from mrsdebuvintage.com. Go ahead and subscribe on my channel. My channel name is Leonesa Nika. You can also find my sewing group as well. It's called it's called Sew Classy and Creative. If you want to find me there, you're very welcome to join. I will approve you if you come and join. If you have any questions, again, leave them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.